Okay, the documentary that I chose was Blackfish. I was recently familiar with this documentary because of an influencer I watched named Steve-O, although I have never watched this documentary. This documentary appeals to logos by showing the statistic that 70 people have been injured in the last 20 years, and also some people have been killed. It appeals to pathos by showing that the mom cries when it's separated from its kids. It shows the big ocean relative to the small cage that the whales are kept in. It also shows the scratch marks that Tilly had on his back from being bullied by the other whales. Ethos is displayed by showing that it was ethically wrong of SeaWorld to care more about the money than the mistreatment of their whales. A shocking statistic that I learned was that 70 people were injured in the last 20 years, and the fact that SeaWorld was able to hide this fact with no one questioning it, really. 6 truths of influence. You can easily relate to the trainers. Both you and the trainers like the whales, and also it's a social proof by everyone followed SeaWorld without like really questioning it because they were like the influencer, like the big corporation. And it was the fear appeal by making the audience afraid that SeaWorld was mistreating their whales. Also, people would be afraid to go to SeaWorld if they were faced with the tragedy of seeing their kids see what happened to the young girl. Was it effective? Yes, it was very effective. I've been to SeaWorld many times, and now I'm considering not going again because of how they treat their whales and how their whales feel. Argument. Yes, I do believe the argument. I used to think that SeaWorld was like very entertaining and that the whales were like cool and treated like well, like given treats and like given like there was no one to like hurt them, but now they're in a small cage compared to their huge ocean, and yes, I agree with the argument. Biased. Yes, it was biased. It was also partially biased because SeaWorld refused to answer questions from the filmmakers that made this documentary. They also intentionally left some things out, not only because of the fact of the limit of time, but also because they were trying to support their side. Unanswered questions. I want to know if Tilly's free and if Tilly's in the ocean by like free now, like he doesn't have to do anything more. And also, I want to know like the repercussions SeaWorld had to face because of that, like if they had to pay any fines or like any of that.